Hey y'all, how are all my beautiful friends doing? I hope y'all are having a great day and welcome back to Crime Time with Mal. My name is Mallory in case you are new, and today's video is all about Ciera Breland with the maiden name of Locklear. Now, I need all my Georgia and Indiana people to pay close attention to this case because it is mainly involved in those two states, and I need everyone to spread awareness wherever you can. Ciera Breland is 31 years old, mom of a sweet 5-month-old baby boy who vanished in Johns Creek, Georgia. She was last seen at her mother-in-law's house, who lives there. Her husband is a person of interest in this case, and he is in jail currently in Coweta County, Georgia. Now, these charges that he's in jail for are not because of Ciera. They're actually involved a past ex-wife that we will discuss as well because I think it is extremely important and very telling. He's also switched his story multiple times, and we all know what that means. Ciera has always been a very happy person, very energetic and extremely driven in her career. She always knew she wanted to become a lawyer, and she worked extremely hard to make that happen. Law school is not easy. Like I said, she was a Georgia girl. She loved this beautiful peach state, and she really wanted to live in Atlanta. That was her dream, was to be in Atlanta. But first, she had to leave this beautiful peach state that I call home, and she went to the University of Tennessee. And then after that, she attended Florida State University for law school. Ciera then became a lawyer and specialized in insurance defense. Even though Ciera was extremely busy, she would always keep in contact with her family. She even called her dad, and they would talk about 5-6 hours a day, just about life and catching up and just chatting with your dad. And Ciera was extremely outgoing. She loved sports. She loved movies until about a year ago. While she was in Georgia, she met Xavier Breland Jr. She represented him in an issue that he was facing, and then the two got married in 2020. About a year ago, the two ended up moving to Carmel, Indiana, where Xavier's father lives, who ended up being their neighbor. Ciera got a new job, and at the end of last year, they welcomed their precious baby boy, who is about 5 months old now. But Ciera's parents, Nick and Kelly, who live in Cleveland, Georgia, said that Ciera was not happy in Indiana and she wanted to move back to Georgia. Her plan was to move back to Georgia, stay with her parents, and find a new job. Ciera told her mom that they were going to travel down to Georgia, stay with them for a little bit, and then they were going to go visit Xavier's mother out in Johns Creek. She was not going back to Indiana. Ciera, Xavier, baby Jackson, and their golden doodle Baker ended up packing up their 2017 white Volkswagen Tiguan. Did I say that right? With a Georgia license plate, and they made their long journey from Indiana back to Georgia. Their first stop was Nick and Kelly's house, her parents in Cleveland, Georgia. They ended up getting there on February 19th, which is a Saturday, and they spent the night there and left that Sunday. They drove about an hour to Xavier's mother's house in Johns Creek, and Nick, Ciera's dad, said that Ciera texted him on Monday, February 24th, around 11:17 at night. She told him that she would be back in the morning if that was okay, and Nick was like, "Of course it's okay. You don't even have to ask me that." The next day, Nick never heard back from Ciera, so he texted her and asked if everything was okay. She said, "Everything is fine, but I just feel a little sick right now." On Wednesday, Nick reached back out to Ciera asking how she was feeling, and she did not respond. He texted her again that next day on Thursday, February 24th, and again, she didn't respond. This was very unlike Ciera. Like I said, she kept in constant contact with her family. For crying out loud, her and her dad would talk multiple hours a day. And then on Saturday, February 26th, Nick receives a phone call from the Indiana State Police Department saying that his daughter is missing. Her parents were really confused at this point because the Indiana police are calling him saying that his daughter's missing, but they thought that she was still in Georgia. Nick did end up calling Xavier to get some answers, but he just said that that conversation literally went nowhere. Nick then called Xavier's father, remember, their neighbor, and asked if he saw Ciera, and he said he never saw her at all. And at this point, Xavier is back in Indiana. So Xavier made that phone call to Indiana State Police Department to say that his wife was missing. Remind you, Ciera said that she was not going back to Indiana. She wanted to stay in Georgia. And Johns Creek Police Department, which is located in Georgia, confirmed that her last movements were in fact in Georgia. They said that they saw Ciera on video surveillance on February 24th around 7 p.m. at her mother-in-law's house, and nothing really seemed unusual about her. Like, she was just acting pretty normal. On March 2nd, Carmel Police Department from Indiana ended up doing a press release, and they stated that on Saturday, February 26, 2022, Ciera was reported missing. They immediately began an investigation into Ciera's disappearance. Authorities in both states say that they do have reason for concern, considering she is a 31-year-old mother of a 5-month-old who this is completely out of character for her to just up and leave her 5-month-old. Her 5-month-old and her literally were together all the time. Ciera did not leave that baby anywhere. Maybe for like an hour, but that's her baby. She's not gonna abandon her baby. That was not Ciera's character. She was his sole caretaker. Carmel State Police Department and the city of Johns Creek are working together in this case. And 37-year-old Xavier Breland Jr. has been named a person of interest. And like I said, he has not been criminally charged in the disappearance of Ciera or anything involved with this case, but he has been arrested on an unrelated charge out of Georgia. He was being held at Hamilton Jail since he was Indiana, and they were just waiting to extradite him back to Georgia, which he is there now. And on March 4th, they issued an update stating that the GBI, Georgia Bureau of Investigation, is working on this case as well. Ciera is 5 feet tall, 120 pounds with blonde hair, and she has 3 little trees tattooed on her ring finger, as well as a Florida State arrow tattooed on her left wrist, and a sunburst tattoo on her left rib cage. Johns Creek Police Department did confirm her last known location was in the Highgate Manor Court in Johns Creek. Xavier did tell Carmel Police Department that the two went back to Indiana and she left out of the house and just walked away and has not came back. Remember that. As of right now, there's no evidence that Ciera even went back to Indiana. And since Xavier was the one that reported Ciera missing to police, he never even called her family to say that she was missing. And allegedly, Ciera and Xavier have a pretty troubled marriage. Xavier also told police that when she left on foot, she didn't take her purse, her wallet, her credit cards, nothing. All of her ID, all of her important documents, and everything that she would need to even go somewhere were all at the house still. Now, Xavier is currently in Coweta County Jail for an outstanding bench warrant for a failure to appear for a charge for aggravated stalking. More on that in a second, but when he reported Ciera missing, which I find this kind of odd, he said that Ciera was wearing black shorts and a purple top. Now, mind you, when this was reported, it was in the upper 20s. Very cold outside for Ciera to be dressed like that. And it was at nighttime, so it's just gonna get even colder. As I'm sure y'all are wondering, after Xavier's arrest, what happened to baby Jackson? Police did take custody of Jackson and he was in state custody, but luckily Ciera's family was able to travel from Georgia to Indiana, and now he is in the custody with her family. Now, Ciera even had a burner phone to contact her family just in case of an emergency. Now, if that tells y'all anything, that she's in a troubled marriage, that should say a lot. Not just regular people have burner phones, you know? Police want to know if you have seen their vehicle, that 2017 white Volkswagen Tiguan with the tag of Georgia RMB 5869 with a Florida State Law School frame around the tag. If you have seen this vehicle, or if you remember seeing it around the time frame that I discussed in Georgia, please call investigators and give them your tips. On this missing persons report, it says that Ciera was headed to a store, so I assume that's what Xavier told the police. But police said that there's no evidence to back that up. They looked at surveillance videos. They cannot find receipts. They did not see her on the cameras. Nothing. There is, as of right now, a $10,000 reward for any information in locating Ciera. If you saw her vehicle, like I said, please send it in, as well as if you know anything about this case, that anything, any small little detail, guys, could really help out. Now, before we jump into Xavier's past, I want to mention that just recently a recording was released, and it was taking place on February 28th between Xavier and his two children. Now, he was doing a Zoom meeting between them because he had a protection order in place because of this previous charge with his ex-wife.
What that means when they kidnap an adult, she's not coming home, but we have a 5-month-old son, but she's my best friend. She's my wife. He's been missing for about 4 days. Called the police. And the police came to the house and they did a search warrant on the house, on both of the cars. They brought the dogs to try to sniff for her and find her. Somebody took her. We're gonna find my wife, okay?
Now, sir, that is very different than what you said to police. If you thought she was kidnapped then, why didn't you say it then? Several of Xavier's exes allegedly have came out and stated that Xavier was very physically, mentally, and verbally abusive to them. And one of those is his ex-wife, who has that protection order put in place. She is the one that shares the two children with Xavier, and this obviously happened before Ciera was in the picture. But she says that she feared for her life and feared that she would end up going missing. And she said this before Ciera even disappeared. In February of 2019, he allegedly told his ex-wife that he would bury her in front of their children. He would also send her missing people flyers and say that this is going to happen to you. So this really makes me question if Ciera was trying to get away from him and if he knew about this, was not happy about this, so he did to her what he told his ex he would do to her. And the fact that Ciera was last seen at his mom's house, is this another Brian Laundrie situation? Is his mom trying to cover up something that Xavier did? So this is also alleged, but a few days after Ciera's disappearance, his mom ended up flying to Indiana with Xavier. The two of them went to the health department nearby to get vital records for the baby. And this is where Xavier was arrested. First of all, why are you trying to get vital records for this baby? Second of all, why did your mama fly from Georgia to Indiana to help you do this? To my knowledge, Xavier's mom is not speaking to anyone or saying anything. I don't believe she's helping in the disappearance or the search. My question is, I'm wondering if there was an argument that broke out between Ciera and Xavier at the mother-in-law's house and something ended up happening. And then Xavier ended up leaving Georgia and going back to Indiana, acting like Ciera's with him and everything's fine. Because really, Nick, which is, Ciera's dad, didn't hear from her on Wednesday. She said that she was going to go back to his house, that Monday or Tuesday, and she never came back. There was actually no response from Ciera at all past that Tuesday. So I'm wondering if that text that got sent from Ciera's phone saying, "I'm okay, but I'm feeling a little sick," was actually even her. So that gave Xavier days from Tuesday, Wednesday to Saturday to go back to Indiana or do whatever he needed to do to possibly clean up or conceal the disappearance of his wife, and then got back to Indiana and reported her missing, which his father, the neighbor, said that he never saw Ciera. I greatly encourage y'all to share this story because it is very bizarre. There are a ton of missing pieces that I know we are not getting right now. I know investigators know a lot more information. I encourage y'all to go back into your mind and think about the end of February. And if you saw their 2017 Volkswagen, or if you saw Xavier and Ciera, please report what you saw. I really hope that their neighbors ended up seeing something or hearing something, and they will come forward to investigators. Also, around this neighborhood is a bunch of parks and the Chattahoochee River. Who actually knows where Ciera is? But in my gut, I'm not thinking that this is good news. With his track record, his stalking, and all the stuff that he sent to his ex-wife really gives me a pit in my stomach. And I mean, I'm praying that Ciera is safe and she's okay and she can be found and brought back home to her family and her little boy. But as we all know, usually it does not end well. But I'm encouraging you to go back into your mind and think about what y'all saw that day, if you saw anything. There's a bunch of red flags here, obviously, between his past and what he said on that Zoom meeting with his children. I don't know why you would tell your kids that you think your wife got kidnapped, but he did. Of course, I will keep y'all updated on any news that comes out. Please don't forget to like this video and spread awareness. Share it everywhere on social media, wherever you can. This case needs to be talked about just as much as any other missing case out there. This is a 31-year-old mother, like brand new mother of a little boy. Real quick, I want to say thank you so very much to every one of y'all that watch my videos and subscribes to my channel. I appreciate y'all and all your comments. Like, I love reading them. I love to hear what y'all have to say about these cases that I cover, and I can't thank you enough for all your support. It really, truly does mean the world to me. So subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. It just helps you keep up with the cases that I talk about. And I would love to have you join this amazing community we have created over here. Y'all are truly some of the most positive, loving, caring people that I have come across in a very long time, besides like my close circle of friends and family. You know what I mean? But y'all are truly amazing people. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell. It just lets you know whenever I upload a video. YouTube should send out a notification to all y'all that hit it and let y'all know that I uploaded. But I do upload on Tuesdays and Fridays. Sometimes I will throw a little bonus video in, especially if something big pops up and I've already like done my Tuesday and Friday video. I will usually sometimes put out a bonus video. So y'all, this hair is wild. This is my natural hair. I went to bed like this and I woke up like this. I woke up like this. Lord, don't, okay? Just don't, Mallory, don't. So I apologize, but I did not have time to do it before I've made this video, and it is what it is. This is me. Hello. But I love y'all so very much, and I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Get outside, drink some water, and please, please, please be aware of your surroundings. Please, y'all. We live in a crazy world. There's crazies all around. It could be your neighbor. You just never know. And I just really encourage y'all to be aware of your surroundings. And I love y'all so very much. Thank you for watching my videos again, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, y'all. Have a great, great weekend. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.